Hi everyone, I'm Abby, and welcome to the final episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Now, last episode, we went to the third part of the trial and had to cross-examine Maya, and we figured out that Gato was Diego Armando from episode 4 of this game. So yeah, it's gonna be the last episode, yeah. What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out? Yes, that's right. The scream that you heard then, was it Dahlia Hawthorne? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice. What? So then, that scream came from the killer? That's got to be it. I think Dahlia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it. And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh? After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess. Well, Mr. Wright, seems to make sense to me. Sounds like a reasonable deduction, but I still kind of wonder. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction. That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct. Remember the testimony she just gave? Before the killer let out a scream, Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade and the staff had already been plunged into the victim. Ah! Is that right? She couldn't have struck back with the sword that was already stuck in her body. The weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff. If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer, trite. There's only one thing I can think of. It could have been used as the weapon here. If Dahlia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff, what could she have used to strike back at the killer? The dagger. Blood doesn't match the victims, remember? Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree. Yes, the detective found it this morning and brought it to me. Dahlia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well. Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the bottom of the dagger could have been from the victim. Have you forgotten that the blood has already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. So you're saying the blood on this dagger belongs to the killer? Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Garda would prove it it's your blood. Nice theory, Trite. Order! Order in the court! Is this the end? Have I done it? Even he won't be able to change the results of a scientific test. Let me ask you something, Trite. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that? What? Just think for a second. The dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. There's already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom. Yes, what does that prove? Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it. It can't be. In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee, right? That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance. What? In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness. Continue your testimony. Oh, wait a minute. What's the problem? I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation. Maya! This dagger. You said that it wounded the killer? That's right. But, if Mr. Gardo had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody over ripping them, right? Maya? Maybe he just changed his clothes? I solved the contradiction pretty easily. What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there. Ah, that's right. Once the bridge was fixed, the police headed for the inner temple. Mr. Gardo was already there waiting for them. He never had a chance to change his clothes. Order! Order on the court. What the witness says is... Well, maybe he had brought a change of clothes with him, but no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes? Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess? Well, then maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. That way he wouldn't get any blood on them. That's impossible, Trite. You know how cold it gets up there late at night? After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid. So that's all you've got? I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Urk. Right now, if Mia Fey were here... she would have closed the book on this case already. If Mia Fey were here... So come on, Trite. Can you do it or not? How about it, Mr. Wright? You accuse Mr. Gardo of being the killer. Can you prove it? We've got even one piece of evidence. The question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition just as you want it. That's good. A fighter till the bitter end, Trite. So there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point. Why don't we go for the ultimate unlimited penalty? Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Gardo? Because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need. Give me a break. You've got nothing, Trite. So what do I do at a time like this? It's simple. I've got to think outside the box and approach this from a different angle. All right then, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've got see what you've got. Let's quickly save, just in case this is an unlimited penalty. There's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger. But we decided it was impossible for him to have hidden such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a blood stain on his clothing. There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound. What did you say? Hidden? This is it. My last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no bloodstains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound. It's the end of the line. The final stop, Trite. Let's see what you've got. Where's this location where the killer hid his wound? Okay. Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. And frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lawyer she was. Isn't that right, Trite? What was that just now? Mia? It can't be. We're living on through him? Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. It's beneath your mask. During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Gardo, would you mind removing your mask? You have a dagger wound under there somehow? Then I'd say this whole case is solved. Yeah, clever, isn't it? Poor Maya, though. A lot of pressure she was under. Just now, I saw a spirit in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic, happy-go-lucky life. You didn't have the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I can never forgive you. What I thought. Mr. Gatto. But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was me. You? Yourself? I was the one that failed to protect Mia. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask, I threw on my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But you saved Maya. Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway. What do you mean? Are you listening, Maya? I had really wanted to save you. And there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away. Who would that be? Are you talking about Nick? But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother, and I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason? No? Why? I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all. Huh? I think I was just trying to salvage myself from my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia. Nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? That night, in the darkness of the garden when I saw her silhouette? A part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at that point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? It had been simply a desire for revenge. And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. A stupid fantasy of feeding you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Grotto. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando. Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me. Thanks. Your wound, it's bleeding. Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. These must be my tears. Tears? Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment. Mr. Armando. You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant? Yes, Your Honor? Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offense in itself. I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk and I willingly cooperated anyway. Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say? Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you. Apologize? To me? For what? For the case 5 years ago, of course. I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover? Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me. It's not at all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other. Huh? What do you mean? You and my sister? You only met twice. Huh? We only met twice? The first time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Sawalo was killed. No way! It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were... For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister. Huh? It wasn't Dahlia? I hope one day you can forgive me, Beanie. Remember in the first episode, like Phoenix was grasping at straws and saying that after Dahlia was arrested and put away, he thought that it wasn't actually Dahlia that he dated up there. That he said that it must have been someone else. He was actually right, even though he's grasping at straws. You mean? That's right. I lied to you for 8 months. But why? Why would you do such a thing? Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely. So that's why you... My sister. From the beginning, she was prepared for the worst. Prepared for the worst? She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at the moment's notice. I mean, she was ready to kill me, don't you? She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance. And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place? But I couldn't get you to give it back. I feel that something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened. That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime and she would confer with you. I think she must have noticed. Noticed what? My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Even if it meant her life. Or mine. Iris. After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed. I have something to say to you too. Yes? You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you. Thank you. Iris is a sweet girl, isn't she? Kind of a shame, yeah, it only has one appearance. How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though, Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so? Phoenix, right? I wonder where they get all that coffee. Yeah, I think you're right. The purpose of this trial was to rule out on the murder of the victim, Elise Stoneham. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant. Court is now adjourned. Yeah. A lot of twists and turns at the very end there, wasn't there? So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended, was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served. Mia! I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant. But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cared so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean, with that verdict? I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any other defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Mia! You've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia, I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday, Phoenix. I handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? What does today's case produce one possible answer? Nick, Maya, I guess it's just like my sis said. Mia, what did she say? That night, when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end. But, come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure ours too. We owe you for everything you've done for us, Nick. Maya, how? How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked, you even saw your mother murdered? Youch! Franziska? Still as softy as always, Felix Wright. Excellent work, Wright. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Franziska have actually been helping me. Helping you? These two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial? The defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Wow, but where were you, Nick? I heard he fell into a river and caught a nasty cold which forced him to sleep all day. Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever with Iris's hood pulled over his head. Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth, and you too. Franziska. I don't suppose. There's room for me in this group hug, is there? Oh, Larry. What's at the longer than usual phase? I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never of any use to anyone, not even once. That's not true, right, Nick? What? You're asking me? Well, Nick, is it true? I've got a place in this world, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good. No. Oh yeah, those portraits you painted. They were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? What? Me? Why are you making that face, huh, Edgy? Oh well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't see the lack of resemblance. Do you really mean it? What about you, Franzi? Did I draw you out too? My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something. So then you'll do it, like you promised? You're going to model for my next picture book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip? Aha! Don't get carried away. Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. Painting a pearl is pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around. Pearls? Where could she have gone? Normally she would have made a beeline for Maya. Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. Hey, Pearly! Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened. Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Francisca. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya's a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can. What do you mean by now is exactly the time? Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's time for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry. Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya. Edgeworth, I think I'm starting to understand too. Ow! Then tell me, Phoenix Wright, who was Maya Fey being strong for? It's obvious. It's Pearl. Yeah. Yeah. Pearl. Pearl Fey. Poor kid. After all, the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fey clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. But it's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Fey's mother was killed and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. That's exactly why Maya's putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again. Oh, hey, so this is where you all were. Wow, looks like we've got quite the bunch here today. Ouch! What was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own. What's up, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's get out tonight. Pal, dinner's on me. My salary's just sort of kind of gone down by a teeny weeny bit, but it's alright. I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant tonight. Ah! Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip is your reward. Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean... Très bien. Where else? I knew it. We're doomed. Come on, let's go, everyone. Keep making wiggy, pal. Hey, you, crybaby. You're invited, too. Oh, forget about me. Pearl and I will be at the loser's shack eating potatoes. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya. What's wrong? Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere. Huh? I bet she's just been back home. That's all. I thought so too, so I called the village. No one has heard from her. This has never happened before. As I figured, she's been badly hurt by this incident. She feels responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya. But none of this was her fault. What should I do? Detective Gumshoe? Yeah? What is it, pal? Could you guys go on ahead? But what about you? Maya and I we'll join you guys as we find pearls. Nick? Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. Maybe a little late, but we'll definitely be there. I have a lot celebrating to do tonight. I'm gonna miss it for the world. Yeah, but you're the... Ah! Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead. Don't keep us waiting, right? We won't. But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone? Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that pearls might have gone to. Asakura Temple? For pearls? I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started. What's this? You're all back again so soon? Sister Bikini? I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here? Pearly is here? She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her? Okay. Pearly's not here. Ah, Maya, the hanging scroll. Ah. Someone cleaned it off. It's got to be pearls. Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearly! Why? Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya. Poor Pearl, man. Been through a lot, haven't they? I swore I'd never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault, that Mystic Maya's mother. That's why you came here? It's the least I could do, to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I'm sad that my mother is gone. But, how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. Even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. Mystic Maya. I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty. Sister Bikini. Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. After dishonoring the good name of Corinne, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya's always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me, until the day I die. Her spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die. That's the master's talisman. The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important. Rather was the contents. That's... a photo? Ah! Mother... It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. What makes us humans when we fight for others? Who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question. It's so cute. Poor Pot, man. That Pot has been through a lot, hasn't it? Even they broke it. Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return. Time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando, and Maya's mother, too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. Ah! This is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today. But I still can't. Oh, go on, sweetie. Come back for training anytime. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise. I know, and it won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 of you when you come back. Alright. We're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. You know, there's one thing I don't get, and probably you don't want to, but what is it, Nick? Reservations for training is fine and all. Why for 3? Come on, what do you think? One of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us, huh? I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Bikini will take extra special care of you. Huh? Huh? It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course naturally. Huh? 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 That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick, you'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? Have a nice big meal right before we come next time, right, Nick? You know, I was wondering if I could just say one little thing. Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps too. Well then, here goes nothing. Probably my favorite game of the original trilogy. I haven't played all the games yet, but I will, so yeah. I really have to work extra hard now. Master of Korean and the office manager of Wright and Cola offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. So it's true, Mr. Nick really is Mr. Maya's knight in shining armor. Went through the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra super special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation. Yeah, gotta love Pearl. She tries, but yeah. Mickey brought me a new coat today as a present, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off. Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like, sir. Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. They're so cute. Mr. Wright, I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Corain exhibit was a great success. Even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use a whip, and said that I must show you what I've learned. Yeah. Bessie and I started a company called Mass to Mass Consulting. We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city. Our motto was cut it out, please! Pretty cute, huh? Well, we also sell plans to the criminals as a kind of side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals. Those two are cute together, too. I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Don Tigre. So I lent him $500,000 and a tea set, a special thick tea, when I mixed with my own 2 hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise. He. I'm just old and in the way. A wrinkly, grumpy, clown-nosed waste of flesh. At least that's what I thought. My grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 69 years old and I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper. As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elg. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam Mata. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly. My. More reporters? Since the murder, we've made so much money I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because it provides such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back. You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, sprites are well done, aren't they? coffee addict. Squeaky voice. Yeah. Yeah. What's this? I'm back from a long and tiring vacation and no one's here to greet me? I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit and now I've got no one. And what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? With all the flashing lights and switches, I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what am I going to do with all these macadamia nuts brought back for everyone? If I bring them over to Edgy Point, I know exactly what to do, say the instance, I really can't accept these, I'm afraid, or something just says painful to the fragile heart, or whenever I find out gentleman, don't treat me like a fine lady. Yeah, a little cameo from Old Big there, yeah. I finally found something I love to do. Frenzy's Whippity Whip Trip is going to turn the art world on its head. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A really good portrait artist, not a loser after all. It's nice. There he actually is a pretty good artist, isn't he? Yeah, it's nice. A little tribute to everyone, yeah. Dead or alive. Yeah, that's the end of it now. That's also the official end of the Ace Attorney trilogy too. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the end of Ace Attorney for now, but I will be playing a bit more of it in February. But before that, I'll be doing another Let's Play. It'll be a shorter one though. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe and check out my Twitch and Ko-Fi and Twitter/X. And again, next time, I'll be doing a different Let's Play before I get back to Ace Attorney. And don't worry, it shouldn't take too long. It'll be in February, yeah. So look forward to that, and peace off.